Okay, so I'm gonna wanted to make a quick ass video to all of this and stuff like that. Hey, listers, how are you doing? I don't be saying hey listers first. My bad. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this trend.
Okay, but this is the most genius food TikTok trend that I have seen. These butterboards have been all over my For You page, and I am here for it. This is my take on it. I went ahead.
Yes, that is correct. A board where you put just look how much butter this person put on there. Ungodly amount. I don't even use that much butter for Thanksgiving. Like, if I'm gonna be dead ass for real with you, I don't think my mama used that butter for Thanksgiving. That much butter for Thanksgiving. I don't even think I use that much butter for when I'm cooking. Like, of course, when I'm cooking on the regular, I don't. But even when we're like making just Christmas dinner, just holiday dinners, we don't use that much fucking butter. Like, if I'm gonna just be for real. And it just be so weird to me. Why I hate this trend so much is because you will go or you'll see people commenting under a fat girl's page, or on a fat girl's video, and she's doing a day in my life, and she's honestly eating a lot, but she's eating healthy ass foods and stuff like that, or just foods in general, right? And people will be like, "Oh my god, that's why she's gonna die. Oh my god, fat bitch, did that and third." And then you'll see someone make this trend, and you'll mostly see average size skinny people, or just regular skinny people, or average size, or just average size thick. You'll see people eating that shit. I had to clear my throat. Hold on. You'll see people making this, but then it's just like you see people under those pages with the thick girls, the fat girls, or any of the girls and stuff like that. And before anybody say anything, they refer to themselves as fat. Be like, oh, day in the life of what I eat, like of what a fat girl eats and whatnot. They'll be like that. So yeah, this was just I saw someone do this with cream cheese, which is honestly is still fuck ton of fat and bad for you. But maybe it's just the fact that I can't eat butter straight up like this. I physically cannot. Yes, they're not eating it by itself, but this is a fuck ton. Even when you eat it with bread, it's still too damn much. Okay, like with cream cheese, I just wouldn't do this in general. Like, yeah, you share it amongst people, but it's just like straight up butter with a few things on it. I can't. I just can't. Like, and with like butter like this as well, I've never really had butter that wasn't, you know, melted or like, melted into something like bread or just melted into a pot where I mix it with different things and shit. Like, like I've never had it by itself. So it's so weird to see this, Now with cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese, I've tried it by itself. I have to have it with something else. Even when it's like the pie filling cream cheese. Now that right there is a bad bitch. That right there is a bad bitch. The Philadelphia cream cheese pie filling. That right there. Ooh, oh yes. Yes, but that was when I basically didn't give a fuck and ate like that. I can't eat like that no more. I'm still young, yeah. I still, got the body for it and stuff like that. I just can't. Like, I don't. It's not appetizing to me anymore. Like, eating some like Philadelphia cream cheese pie filling, that was appetizing to me at that time, but it's not no longer like anymore. Hell, even the butterboard. To be honest with you, I don't even think this would have been like appetizing when I was overweight. So it's like, I don't even think this would have been appetizing even when I was that. You know, so yeah, this is just, of course, they're not eating this every day, but to see the amount that they put on there, to see like, they're making it and then they dip their bread into it, not even dip, like, smudge their bread against the board and then straight up eat it. And it's like either room temperature or cold. I'm just like, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's just not in me. It's just not the vibe. Like, oh my gosh.
Took out some butter 2 hours ago.
Now I can see why people like this, as in like, yeah, look at this picture right here. This looks like a work of art. It just looks really good. It looks like something like, in culinary of some sort, like, with focaccia bread, where you design it how you want, then you bake it, and then it's baked on there. Like, it reminds me of something like that, this picture specifically, but except this is like the bottom's butter and whatnot. And like, garlic butter and whatnot mixed into it with some microgreens and like I think those are dates and whatnot. Now it looks beautiful. Yes, it looks beautiful, and upon tasting it, it probably tastes good. But there's just something with me not liking eating butter that is not melted. Like I think that's really just it. It's the fact that it's not completely melted. I'm so used to melted butter. It's ridiculous. I'm not used to this type of thing. The reason why it's different with cream cheese, I think it's just a taste wise. I think it's taste wise. I tried to eat butter by itself, even when it was in its like slightly solidified form, or I couldn't do it. I don't know what's in it for me not to do it. And I'm talking about unsalted butter and salted butter. I tried to. It doesn't work. It just really does not work. But yes. So yeah, that's why I don't really like. Look at all of this. Like, no, I can mix this with some like either minced or oven roasted garlic, smear it on some bread, and then bake it, and then it's good. Then it tastes good. But like too much by itself. No, I could be donating this to my mama for Christmas or Thanksgiving on my birthday. Ooh, throwing it down in the kitchen. Now, do you know that this would be good in mac and cheese? Butter and mac and cheese, milk and mac and cheese, real cheese and mac and cheese and stuff like that. Not all of this goddamn butter. Don't have me messed up with that. No, not all of this butter and mac and cheese. But I could be using some of this in my mac and cheese. I could be using some of this in my broccoli cheddar soup. I could be using this in various different things. And stuff like that. Like, all this butter being used up for a board. I use butter for my eggs. I use butter for my mac and cheese, as I mentioned, my broccoli soup, as I have mentioned. I use I'm making like tacos or burritos and stuff like that. I use butter to toast the shell and stuff in a pan and whatnot. I'm making my like quesadilla stacks or crunch wrap or whatever. I be putting butter in the pan to like, add a flavor and whatnot. I be melting the butter down to eat it with some imitation crab meat. Oh my gosh. Because I can't afford actual crab meat. Or with some shrimp. Oh my gosh. I put butter in the pan and I be like, both sides, my shrimp be cooked and whatnot. I be mixing it up with some garlic and stuff like that. I use butter for different things. I can't be using it for this. Hell, I use butter in my fried rice. No, completely. Don't have me there. Not completely. But I mix it in with my oil just to have somewhat of a flavor to it. Somewhat of a flavor. Certain oils don't be having that flavor. I need the butter sometimes. I be using butter in different things. I would probably never eat it straight up like this. That's why I really don't like this trend. I'd never eat it straight up like this. Even if it has all the stuff on top, like how they doing right now. Of course, I'd never eat it plain. But even when they have all the stuff on top, I still don't have, it's not appetizing to me. So yes, that's why I don't really like this trend. So yeah, anyways, that's all for everyone. I said this was short. To be honest with you, this is short compared to a lot of videos I make. Baby, 40 minutes to an hour. Those be my usual videos. This is like little, like before 10 minutes, So yeah, that'll be all. Anyway, may peace be with you for an eternity.